everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Stella Live, and in today's video I'm going to be doing some Dollar Tree Christmas DIYs, and we're gonna hop straight into it. So the first thing I'm going to be making is a Nutcracker battery operated taper candle holder, and to begin this I popped off his hat and I took apart his hat. There's 3 different pieces. I popped this gray part off, and then I also popped the top of the hat off. If you do have difficulties popping the hat off, you can insert some scissors or a pencil or something and pop it off that way. And then I removed his beard and his hair simply by just pulling it off. There was a little bit of excess hot glue on there, so I pulled that off as well. And then I'm going to be putting his hat back on, and these pieces should just pop back onto his head, but if you do have problems with it, you can hot glue the pieces back together. I did actually have to hot glue the red piece back onto the gray piece, and we are going to be leaving the red piece off. You do not need it. And then I got this taper candle. It comes in a pack of 2 from Dollar Tree. It is battery operated. And I spray painted both the Nutcracker and the candle with black spray paint. I taped off the light with some Scotch tape because that's what I had on hand. And if I was to do this all over again, I would have glued this on first and then spray painted it all at once. But this wasn't the original idea. This is actually a 3rd idea for this Nutcracker. The other 2 just did not work out. But here is the final product. This next DIY, I got this Let It Snow wall decor from Dollar Tree. And I popped off this little metal piece at the top with some eyebrow scissors, and we are going to be setting this aside because we are going to be needing it. Then I took this black folder that I got from the Dollar Tree in the office supplies section, and I used my ornament to trace around the back of the folder. And I just kind of laid the ornament on the folder to kind of see which way would be the best way to cut it out with only having to use one side of the folder, because I do plan on using this for other DIY projects in the future. So I was trying to save as much of it as I could, and don't worry, I did save the sleeves, so nothing is going to waste here. After I had my ornament all traced out, I cut outside of the lines that I had traced, and you will see here in a second why. So next we are going to be taking the black piece that we just cut out, and we are going to be gluing it onto the ornament. And I must say, originally I used hot glue to glue this down, but then my glue gun took a crap on me and the glue stick like melted all up inside of the glue gun. So I'm not sure if that's why it turned out horribly. It was all wrinkled and there was air bubbles everywhere. The glue had dried so fast because the glue gun had gotten jammed. So then I decided that I was going to try and take some super glue and do it that way. And I think I might have missed some of the hot glue when I was trying to take off the glue that I had already put onto the ornament. It left some air bubbles. So my suggestion is that you just use Mod Podge or something and then put a heavy weighted object on top of the ornament, and that should work out perfectly fine, rather than using super glue or hot glue, because it did not work for me. but I'm not sure if it's just because of the difficulties that I personally had with my hot glue jamming up. Next, I took my eyebrow scissors and I went around cutting off the excess part of the folder from the ornament, and that is why I said that I went outside the lines that I traced when I traced it onto the folder, because I wanted to get a more closer, accurate cut to the ornament. After that's done, I'm taking the metal piece that we removed from the beginning and I'm gluing it back onto its original spot. Now, just remember that the metal piece will get very hot when you're putting the hot glue gun on it. When you're putting the hot glue on it, so you could use some tweezers to hold the metal piece or a pair of tongs or something like that. I just didn't. I held it in my hands and it definitely did get a little bit hot. And to press it down, you can use the tip of a pencil or something. And then I'm taking these decor pieces that I got from the Dollar Tree. I decided to use Believe, and once again, I'm just using some hot glue and putting it on every couple of letters, and then I will be gluing it down. You could also add some more embellishments. Dollar Tree does have some clips that you could clip onto the ornament, but I am personally just leaving it as is. So this next DIY is super simple, and I got this idea from Walmart. They literally had a red wreath holder with 3 jingle bells on it for $5, and I was like, I could make that for half the price. And the only thing I'm going to suggest that you do differently than what I did is, once again, do not use hot glue for this. Use super glue. These ended up popping off, and I had to re-glue them with super glue. I also wanted to let you guys know that if you do end up doing this DIY, the glue actually causes the jingle bells to no longer work. The ball falls to the back of the jingle bell. So if that's something that you want to keep, you might be able to attempt doing this with the jingle bells upside down, like the wreath holder upside down. Hopefully that makes sense. But if you want to keep the jingles, you'll have to glue them on upside down. The last DIY that I have to share with you, if I can even call it a DIY, are these trees. They have a few different designs. I found these at the Dollar Tree and I just painted them black. One of the things that I like to do when I go into Dollar Tree is see if I can paint anything that will match the decor in my house. So I just decided to paint them a matte black, and I really love how these turned out. Anyways, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys all next time. Bye!